drug development just doesn't work that way. It's too complicated, and just because you have some data doesn't mean you have the infrastructure to make it, so to speak.
It's moving forwards, but it's not like prime time. It's certainly not, being given to people who are not in the trial. Just like any drug, it's like on track.
Because statistically, if it's all just a crapshoot, you would get half things right, half things wrong. But for a guy like him to get so many things mostly wrong means he's thinking in a way that is somehow right.
I really like your idea from a science perspective and like the advancing humanity perspective. But as an investor, such a tricky, do not walk on lava kind of place to invest.
For an advertising-free version of this show, check out wallstreetwildlife.com.
Welcome to the Wall Street Wildlife Holiday Special live stream Christmas party with Patreons, alcohol, monkey's beautiful background. We both got our Christmas hats on. My brain is boiling because it's freaking hot. Merry Christmas. Today is Friday the 19th. It's 9 p.m. UK and I have a beautiful array of alcohol set out right here next to me, and I've got started already. It's 3 p.m. in Austin where Krzysztof is, and the backbone of our chat today, although this is pretty off-piste, unplanned, there will be bad language throughout, all the bad words, so tune out if you've got kids in the car with you right now. But the backbone of today's episode will be a shot-for-shot drinking challenge as we work our way through our 2025 predictions that we made back in, I think, January the 6th this year, and we see how near or far we both were. But let's get the Christmas party going. And what does every Christmas party need? It needs a gift. Krzysztof? I don't know what you've got there. Does. But some mysterious things have arrived in the post for me in the last couple of days. I've got 2 big ass boxes here, and I believe you have a box there. And there might actually be a second box inbound. And I think it's about 22 minutes away looking at my courier online. So, should we open our frizzies?
Well, can I set the scene a little bit?
Please do.
I'm glad I see your youthful Christmas morning eagerness, like an eager badger coming through. No, gift giving is an art. And you're more challenging than most for the following reasons, Badge. Because 1, there's a classic, what do you give a badger that has everything question. And then 2 is you say, okay, well, what does badger love most? And what badger loves most is monkey. But you already have monkey. So... so again, I give myself to you yet again. But that said, I went with I think the most obvious place I could go, and so yeah, start. I suppose you should start with box with the oblong one.
I got one from Amazon and one from Specialty Drinks Limited.
Yeah, go with the drinks limited.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, start there.
I got it. Crikey, this looks interesting. The whiskey exchange. The whiskey exchange. Yeah. What have I got? So let me get it out here. It's seems to be like it's come as like a monkey's nest. Is this like a chimp in here of some sort?
Actually, can you hold off? Can you pause right there?
Sure.
Or did you already open it?
No, I can't see what it is. Yep.
Okay. I forgot the most essential thing.
Okay.
So, actually, no. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Guys, we said this was going to be chaotic. We said it was going to be chaotic. Now they wrap this well. Oh, fuck. Oh, change colour. What have we got here? Oh, beautiful. Tempus Fugit. Crème de banane. Nice, nice, very nice. A banana, delicious banana liqueur. Thank you. Directly. So when you said based on historic references, Tempus Fugit spirits crème de banane brings back the original tree flavor and aromas so lacking in modern banana liqueurs. There you go. Perfect.
Indeed, Badge. You will be drinking like a king. You will be. You remember when this was yours? Remember when you held this so proudly? Even though you can't have it yet until next November, and even then you ain't gonna get it because Monkey's stocks are gonna whoop your ass for the second consecutive year. Regardless, you'll now be able to vicariously feel the inner banana via that via that fine bottle there.
Now, should I take a drink of this little fellow, or should we wait for a little bit?
No, you're gonna wait because there's more.
There's more. Okay. Well, why don't you open your gift? Or would you like me to open my one?
I feel well. We're only halfway through yours.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Alrighty. I'll open the other box.
So I think so. Yeah, I think we need to keep going.
What the hell, Krzysztof? Very nice. Very nicely done. It's time Badger gets smart by learning to read and learning how to make proper cocktails from Monkey. Could this be a delightful? Am I going to learn how to make a banana pan?
Wait, can you show the camera? The yes.
Liquid intelligence. That's very nice. That's very nice.
You know what that is? I don't know. I hope you haven't seen it before or have it.
I have not. No, I have not. Hang on.
That is like a scientist's guide to cocktails. So it's not like a bunch of recipes. It's like the chemistry behind the art of making cocktails. And it will require you to create your own lab. So you're going to have to build an extension in your house so you can have the proper tools and the proper toolkit. So
I've got a specific cocktail room in the house. It's just there's a washing machine in there, but it's just cocktails basically. And look at this. I got an ingredient. Real infused exotics banana puree infused syrup. Well, look at this delicious array of things. Is there a particular page in the book I have to turn to? Because I've got like a good recipe here. Yeah.
Badge, you couldn't have scripted that better.
Okay.
So, if I may, that's not really Paul, don't threaten us. That's actually the minor part of the gift. The main part of the gift, Badge, I'm about to present to you. While it might not look like much, this took Monkey like 12 hours.
The gilded banana, yes.
Yeah, so I made you, Badge, a guide.
Can I explain what's happening? If you're on the podcast and you're not on the YouTubes, Krzysztof has made the Gilded Banana, which is like a bespoke book in the form of a PDF. And so we're paging through it, and there's a delightful monkey butler serving what look like banana cocktails to a charming Badger customer, I suspect.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And what you will find after that are the pillars of a proper banana cocktail, which you had just delivered to your door. And then you will have the ingredients and recipes for a few of these drinks. And I'm hoping that with the main ones that you'll at least have a bottle of rum somewhere in your set.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you have the rum and you have the ones I just delivered to you, all you need is lime juice to make the banana stand.
All right.
And here are the directions for making cocktails, which no doubt you do not need, but here they are regardless. And then as the evening wears on, you could, when I send this to you, take a look at some of the other ones that might pique your interest, including the petty crime, which has orgeat, which you might not have, because that's kind of a little bit of a special ingredient. But then there's the whipped and swirled and the social animal. This one, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to make, because that's bourbon and the creme de banane with just a little bit of liqueur, nutty liqueur, the Angostura, and a fine peel. And so by the end of the night, this is what you will look like.
Beautiful. Yeah, a drunken badger on vacation. I love it. I love it, Krzysztof. That's very thoughtful. Thank you very much. Look at that.
So let me send this to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that's still just that's not quite all of it, because I need to confess that when you leave Monkey in charge of coming up with banana flavored cocktails, he gets very, very jealous. I'm like, what the hell? Badger is going to drink all these magnificent concoctions, and what am I? So what did I do? But got myself my very own
very good
ingredients.
Nice. I have no bananas. Okay.
Including, if you saw what's happening behind the camera here, you will see 20 bottles of all of the ingredients needed to make those fine drinks. So I'm ready. Badge.
I love it. I'm gonna make. So we've got a very kind invitation to my good friend Mike, who might be joining us live on stream soon. For Christmas Day, I will take all the ingredients and I will make at least one or two of those cocktails from your beautiful PDF on Christmas Day with my friends.
Oh, fantastic. So, Badge, do we actually need to take a little pause and make the first of these? Because right now I am quite sober.
Well, why don't we open your gift? Have a drink to hand, grab a beer or something. But open my gift, because the timing is going to be perfect, because my courier with your second gift is 2.5 minutes from your door. Why don't you tell us what you've got there, alcohol-wise, and I'll walk you through what I've brought, as well as the gift alcohol.
What do I have behind the bar here?
Oh, yeah.
I have all of the ingredients in the PDF file that I sent you.
Gosh.
So I have 3 bottles of rum. I have, say, Amaro. I have the Fernet, more Amaro. I have even more Amaro. I have the Orgeat. And actually, I didn't find banana condensed milk, which was one of the ingredients. So this might be a little iffy, Badge. But instead, I have
okay, all right.
Banana strawberry milk. So I'm gonna say.
All right. I've done nothing like that. I've got a nice array of beer. Hopefully Barry will approve of at least one of these. I've got Brixton Pale Ale, which is excellent stuff. This is I know this is a cheap American beer, but I'm a big fan of Sierra Nevada, and I'll be drinking a ton of that. The Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and then to just give a shout out to Barry, Innocent Gun. This is their classic, original single malt cask, brewed beer. It's very good. It's delicious. And then if we go long enough, I've got some chocolate honeycomb stout.
Oh, yes. Oh, we're going to get saucy.
Now, you might want to go to your door, because I think arriving right now is a very on-theme gift for you.
Well, should I open this box first? All right, here we go.
Okay.
What kind of madness have you done? Oh, I see. You got me a hat. Oh, here's somebody walking up. All right, I got a hat. Hold on.
Okay, good. It's no ordinary hat, folks. It's no ordinary hat. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying the merch. This is unfortunately, exclusive, not available merch, because I found I've been trying a whole bunch of websites that make clothing, because I want to have a whole load of branded ski wear before I go hit the mountains, because then I'm annoying Badger, and my kind of theme when I'm sat on a chairlift is just to talk the ass and exploit the British accent, just talk the ass of whoever I'm on a chairlift with. So if I'm wearing like some Wall Street Wildlife branded stuff, hopefully we'll have a few extra Patreons. Look at that, something's just come to the door. That timing could not have been better.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so wait, where were we? I got a hat.
No, do the bottle. Open the bottle, because the bottle's on theme with what we were just doing.
The bottle first?
Yeah.
I had to show my ID that I was of age.
It's so hard to order alcohol in America. Like in the UK, just fucking send anything anywhere, but in the US, it is just not doing it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dirty Monkey peanut butter whiskey. Yes.
Oh my God. Holy Christ. This actually might kill me.
Now, it's not classy. There's no ingredients. There's no recipes. It's just dirty whiskey. It's just dirty banana themed whiskey. So enjoy.
You know what, Badge? So great minds think alike, turns out. If I'm going to go from this beautiful world of ours, I want to be found like, splayed on the couch, totally gone with an empty bottle of this on the floor.
Dirty monkey.
Oh,
You are quite a dirty monkey, I think. It's quite on thing.
okay. I'm gonna open up my hat because I need a new hat. I don't have enough hats.
You don't, yeah. Oh, look at that. You are a battery head. Can we see the logo again? Oh my word. EOS. Got an EOS hat.
Okay.
So look, EOS, right? I ripped the piss out of you remorselessly for years post 7 investing. Look at that. I got an EOS logo, got the whatever that thing is, like the mermaid thing. Very good. You're lucky. I was going to program it with Greg's sausage rolls, but I went easy on you. You can program it with anything you like. So I would like to see this hat deployed in future podcast episodes, and hopefully it's straightforward to program. But I think EOS particularly, you deserve commendations for the ludicrous return and the fact that you held on despite my bitching and moaning for years, even saying, please stop talking about this fucking stock. It's an embarrassment for the podcast. You held on through all of that and you came good. And it's now like a 10
In fact, since we're being honest, Badge, being honest, not only did you say all those things, but you threatened to kick me off my own show if I ever spoke about EOS ever again. Oh man, this is glorious. This is absolutely glorious. Badge, thank you. It seems like you understand me. You see me.
You are a battery head. You're now truly a battery head.
You see me. And for this gift, I think you deserve the top banana award.
Well, hang on. Let's wait till we try our cocktails, because I don't know if I got all the kit to assemble anything in your PDF live on stream, but there will definitely be some commendations coming your way when we start drinking our way through your menu.
Badge, I need a cocktail now with all this excitement, so I'm gonna go and make me the banana stand.
Okay.
That was to your health and to the health and wealth of our jungle crew. Cheers to y'all. You're magnificent bastards or beasties. I couldn't be more proud to know y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Raise your glasses. There we go.
Yeah.
We got cheerses all over the live streams. Excellent. Look at that, Krzysztof. Not only are we spreading due diligence and market insight like we've got a community of people who are now like drinking together. It's like COVID again. We're all socializing online. God, that's a horrible thought.
This is
Right.
the best.
I don't know about your workspace. Mine is now like sticky and messy. Shall we imminently take a look at our 2025 predictions now that I've got 2 drinks to hand. Hopefully you've got a couple. Have you got a shot glass there? You need a shot glass.
I can very easily get a shot glass.
Yep. Get
What's
something to
unclear-
shoot. Get something to shoot. It's got to be a proper drink. Well, oh, you got your banana whiskey. Yeah, you got your banana whiskey.
I mean, I was gonna ask, but Badge,
Yeah, okay. He's telling me that the Dirty Monkey is only 35%, but that's still took a bit of pity on you, and you got to get like the peanuts and bananas in there somewhere. They're going to take up a few percent, right? It can't just be neat alcohol.
you don't think taking a shot of this might actually kill me?
Oh, I thought you were saying it was too weak. I thought you were saying it was too weak. Transatlantic communication failure. You're like 35%. What is this water? You're a pole. What? You were saying it's too strong. Oh, well.
Well, it's not necessarily that it might be too strong. It's that it's banana peanut butter whiskey.
I mean, if
In my ripe age, I have learned there are some things that are left better when you're in your 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, okay, it's unplanned. How's this sound? We each have a bottle of something nice and something nasty. And as we go through the predictions, our Patreons live on stream, they will tell the loser if they have to drink the nice or the nasty thing, depending on how badly they got it right or wrong.
Okay. Well, you know what? And this is no disrespect. I'm gonna nominate the Dirty Monkey banana peanut butter whiskey as the nasty, and I'm gonna have my banana pants here as the luxury item.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You get the PDF ready. I'm just going to go and grab myself something to shot with because I've only got like Captain Morgan's here, and that's not going to give me a suitable shooter. I'll get myself something nice and nasty. I'll be right back.
Awesome.
Very good. I'm back. I got my shots. That's nice. Yeah, good work on the little like world tour of our patronage. Isn't it awesome that we've got like just people all over the world who are fans of like the company on your hat, pretty much.
I know I know that's amazing, but also scheduling times is challenging because God only knows what time it is for people right now. So I need a shot glass. Yeah.
All right. You need a shot glass. Yep. While you do that, I'll tell you what I brought back. They're both nice, but like there's nice and like fierce nice. My sort of gentle nice is the Uber Due Diligence Kahlua, which I'm a fan of, and it matches my t-shirt. And my strong nice is Dalwhinnie Highland single malt 15-year-old Scotch whiskey. So that's I should probably be kind to it and get a separate glass for that, but I'll work it out.
Badge, instead of it's not going to be a shot glass. I'm just going to fill my proper drinking glass with the Dirty Monkey. And then I'm going to sip it.
Very good. All right. Okay. Right. We've got our shots ready. So a quick reminder while you're getting yourself prepped there. This is like this is the interesting bit of the episode. Well done for bearing with us for 45 minutes of nonsense. We made some rash predictions in January 2025, and we're going to tour through them with the help of Krzysztof's Gemini AI, and we're going to see how close or far we were from predicting the future. And we'll be taking some sort of nice or nasty drink as we go through each one. So Krzysztof, are you PDF ready? Quite excited about this part of the show. Great, perfect, good. Okay, so Krzysztof, you just tell me to turn the slides. Let me know. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's review.
Yeah. So here's the kind of fun of it is, I used AI to basically produce a transcript of our prediction episode, and then I kind of fine-tuned it. Then I fed it into the AI machine, and then it gave me a script that I then fed into the AI machine on a second level, and then instructing it to analyze the quality and accuracy of our predictions and to score them. This took me many, many hours. And what I realized at some point was that the AI ain't too great, or it's not quite good enough yet to be absolutely accurate in all the ways. And so it became clear that not only are we going to reflect on who is more right based on our understanding, but then we have a wonderful opportunity to give AI a score of its own as to the quality of its understanding of what the heck we were talking about. So we're going to have like three scores to give. Who was right between me and Badge, and then where did the AI land in all this?
Okay, all right. Let's take us through our predictions. So,
I asked it to give us bananas 1 through 10, with a negative 10 if it was like completely ludicrous what we thought was going to happen and what did happen.
If you're not on the YouTube, so a -10 score for one of our predictions is inverted reality, and there's at least one prediction where we both inverted reality. We got it so badly wrong. Quite looking forward to definitely drinking the nasty shot when we get to that one. Yes, rotten banana indeed. Amped.
All right, so prediction 1, or what's this say? The story of 25 was the story of a dominant theme. AI fueled efficiency didn't just participate in the market, became the market. Steamrolling expectations of a broader rotation and concentrating gains at the very top. So, if we pause here, Badge, and talk shop, none of us kind of saw in early 25 just how insanely AI centric. I mean, we obviously have been talking about this now for a couple of years, but the extent of the AI data centers and the build out and the power shortage and the fact that the whole market was resting on, not breathing before NVIDIA's earnings, and the whole AI bubble, is it a bubble or is it not bubble, Oracle's thing. I mean, my God, like it was wilder than I think any of us foresaw.
It was, and it moved the market, because if we think about our very first prediction, it was, what would the price of the S&P 500 be by year end? We started the year about $6,000 in the S&P 500, and we both made some predictions. So I predicted the S&P would be $7,000 by year end. Krzysztof predicted the S&P would be 6,250. And how did we do?
Badge, you did better because it's higher. So you definitely got closer. I was wrong because I predicted lower. I predicted a lower. I was a little bit of a bear. And so, Badge, you definitely take this one. So cheers to you. I'm glad the market was higher. I'm going to take a swig, my first swig of the Dirty Monkey.
You're awarding yourself a Dirty Monkey, which is the bad shot. Okay, very good. I think I kind of nailed it. With $7,000. Like I'm only $100 off. That's like 2 or 3%. Yeah.
This is a fine beverage. This is a fine beverage.
But Krzysztof, 2025 wasn't just the story of the S&P 500. It was really the Magnificent Seven versus everything else. And so that was really the theme of our next prediction. Our second prediction was, how would the small cap 600 do versus the Mag 7? And we both predicted that the small caps would reign. Small caps would take out the Mag 7, and there'd be like a big rotation into small caps, and they'd basically catch up. And that great rotation never came. Tesla up like all-time highs a few days ago. Nvidia, maybe it stalled a little bit along the way, but up massively. I don't know why AI has put Palantir on here. That's not one of the Mag 7. But anyway, Palantir is up a crap ton.
Actually, interesting point though. No, it's not one of the Mag 7, but it's at what market cap now? Like it's over 500 billion, right?
You'd have to. You can go fact check yourself. I don't know.
Yeah. Still, that's kind of it's kind of interesting that it included Palantir in the slide.
But anyway, we both failed pretty miserably here. We were aligned. We thought for sure it was going to be a small cap year. Paul tells us Palantir is $460 billion. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that gets a little shout out from that's pretty magnificent.
I think we both got to take a shot here. I'm going to take a shot of my my Dal Winnie, I think, because I was pretty far off the mark. Like this wasn't like inverting reality as badly as one of the bets that's coming up. But anyway, we were definitely wrong.
Okay, well, we both failed. So here's another swig of the dirty monkey. The smell. If y'all could just imagine what this smells like.
That's fine. You were doing some stuff. I've got a single malt whiskey here for my
yes,
my hardcore shot. It's strong. Okay, it's only a 30.
Nothing like banana peanut butter whiskey.
All right, and actually, let's sidebar a little bit. Like, is 2026 going to be the year of the small caps? I just don't know. I would say yes, but who knows? Maybe the winners keep winning. Maybe the giants keep gianting.
Right. Well, we're going to save our predictions for next year, right? For the for the predictions episode that we do early January, right?
Yeah. You're right.
But it is, anyway, it is what it is. The rich got richer. So
They did. All right. Do you want to take us through our third prediction? And I'll just tell you what it was. It was about whether a great recession would arrive in 2025.
Whether it would arrive, I'm trying to remember what I predicted. This is fun. I actually don't remember.
So this is how, it's on the screen there. This is how Krzysztof prepares for the live stream. Go on, carry on.
That's right. I leave it to the fates. So I thought, I thought no recession, which is wow. That's interesting given what a bear I was just 2 years ago. And you, Badge, said no technical recession, but speed bumps.
Yeah.
And the reality is that I don't even understand this macro anymore, to be honest with you. It's so kind of contradictory because we're at near all-time highs. There's so much that is booming. There's so much innovation happening. There's so many, go signs, dropping rates. Inflation, last inflation numbers were pretty decent, but then there's unemployment is kind of inching up. And so I remember the big talking point when things got really scary a year and a half ago maybe, was that we've never really ever had a soft landing. Because it's threading the thread through the eye of the needle kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this is the first time in market history where things are bad and good at the same time and they sort of cancel themselves out and we never crash. I don't know.
It's gonna come to an end at some point, but it wasn't in 2025. We can, a couple of these predictions, we're going to roll into 2026, and I think I'm going to stick to my guns if we ask this question again, because the world feels fragile, but the fat lady hasn't sung just yet.
Nice job, Ant, on your purchase on Palantir. So yeah, anyway, AI gave us a 10 out of 10 verdict, which I guess, right?
Well, let's say to our folks on the live stream, if you thought that there was going to be a recession, then take a shot. Own it and take a shot. I know I was saying
That's right.
that with the
Own up,
recession.
beasties.
Yeah. And I've been, to be fair,
Confess.
I'm going to take a nice shot myself because I have been saying a recession is coming on the podcast. So maybe my tune did change, like in the middle of 2020. Oh, look at that. Look at he's tilting. Oh, now we've lost him. Okay, there we go. We're checking out Monkey's Cocktail. I'm taking a shot of my Uber DD Kahlua because I have been preaching recession this year, but my official January prediction was no recession. We nailed it. All right, let's get into the world of crypto. This prediction was Bitcoin versus Chainlink by the end of 2025. And it's a little complicated one to interpret, but I predicted both Bitcoin and Chainlink would increase, but BitLink would double versus Bitcoin climbing to $115,000. Krzysztof predicted Link would 4x and Bitcoin would reach $150,000. So we both kind of screwed this one up, didn't we?
So if I could, just keep me off my soapbox here, Badge. Just stop me if I start going in the direction I worry I might go. But for a little bit of nuance, it's interesting because Bitcoin at one point, I believe, hit 126,
Sure.
if memory serves. So that was, pretty directionally correct. And then we had the correction, the 35% correction that's ongoing now. I think, Barry, I feel like you and I are the two certifiable nuts, Chainlink nuts right now in the house. And we're trying to, red pill, everyone, blue pill, red pill, or Chainlink's blue. I don't know, one of the pills. Right. So it's a team effort, right, Barry? So I guess as of today, I'm off by Bitcoin, but I think directionally I was still like mostly on target. Like it reached higher than we thought, and maybe sooner than we thought.
I don't know. Look, AI, let's be like, AI has awarded us 2 out of 10. So don't be trying to like gamesmanship it. Oh yeah, my stocks were worth, $1 billion.
Okay, all right,
And then
all right.
the ass fell out of them. Come on.
Okay,
Can't try
all
and
right,
take the
fair
profit.
enough.
We both failed.
Regarding Chainlink, regarding Chainlink, it's a disastrous prediction. I mean, I feel like I should swig the whole dirty monkey bottle. As of this moment, it's maybe the most disappointing prediction and outcome in my whole investing portfolio. So that's all I'll say about that. A disaster of a prediction.
Chris
Nice,
says,
Kay. Nice, Chris. welcome to the banana zone.
Yeah, Chris says we've talked him into it. He now has some Chainlink. Chris, like 2 things. We didn't talk you into anything. This is not financial advice. I'm still sober enough to remember that disclaimer.
Right, that's
yeah,
right.
I bought some Bitcoin. I bought some Chainlink today as well. Yeah, if you check out our episode 111 just last week, you guys just caught it today, but we recorded it last week with Daniel Shapiro from Blockworks. Like the guy knows his monkeys, he knows his Chainlinks, and I bitched and moaned on the podcast, but I bought some more. So.
Yeah, let's save the future for the predictions episode, lest we get too distracted. But yeah, this is a disaster of a prediction, so more dirty monkey for me.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, we have to take a shot. I'll take some. Yeah. I'll shoot some whiskey.
I'm sorry, and also I'm sorry, y'all beasties. Obviously Chainlink is one of my highest conviction picks, has been for some time, and sometimes that divergence between price and reality makes you question everything you know about life and in whether the planet is round or flat or any of that. But hang on. The story's just getting started. All right. So the future was delayed. Prediction, this one was about the space race. And Badge, you predicted a Rocket Lab Neutron successful launch. And I predicted that ASTS Bluebird operations would begin. And so how are we scoring this?
is kind of a complex one, right? Because I think we've both failed, right? They've both been delayed so far. So there hasn't been a Neutron launch yet, but it's kind of imminent. Bluebird operations, I mean, Stephen, keep me honest, but I don't think Bluebird is in operation just yet. Like Block 2 is going up. Maybe it was supposed to be tomorrow, then it pushed to the next day, and now it might be like Christmas Eve. So, maybe it'll be this year. But to begin operations, that's still, probably a few weeks after the thing gets shot up in the air. So yeah, I think a win for you. I feel like you're closer. Definitely, ASTS is.
Yeah, I'm off by like 5 days. I mean, no, you're right. There is some operational, but come on, be a pal, be a pal.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless the rocket blows up, in which case there's going to be a mea culpa episode. Actually, can I just take a small detour? And Stephen, this is directly to you. On the scale of 1 to 10 bananas, how utterly terrified are you about the launch happening in 5 days or 4 days? Oh my God. I don't know. Just watching rocket launches, right? There's something that happens, like watching humanity send itself, or, like it's a emotional thing. Andrea, right? She went to, our patron Andrea went to SpaceX, in Texas to watch the liftoff because it's such an event. It's emotional. It's like impactful. I get teary in previous launches because, humanity, oh my God, we're such amazing, there's so much that happens. I really don't know how I'm going to feel watching this AST launch with so much riding on it. Like I said before. So I don't know, Stephen, you're a 7 out of 10.
Well, Stephen, sorry. Okay, so go on. Let Stephen answer. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Andrea. Speak of the devil.
Exactly.
I don't know if she just heard that I was talking about her visit down to SpaceX camp down in Texas and how nervous I am about the impending AST launch. Stephen, which puts did you get? Ears burning. Woman, fix yourself a banana pants cocktail, please, and join us.
Let me say something here because Andrea took me for lunch a couple of days ago to a really lovely venue in central London, and I kind of put like 90 minutes in the diary, and we ended up talking for getting on for 4 hours, and we could have carried on jawing away. It was such an incredible conversation. And when Andrea was telling me about seeing the SpaceX the thing being moved, she went literally within meters of her car where she was standing, being moved to the launch pad, and she saw Amazon, Bezos's thing being launched. She was teary telling me about this over, we'd had a cocktail or two at that point. We were both quite emotional, but this stuff really moves me as well. There's nothing. Science is just fucking incredible. I'm not going to go on an anti-religion rant, but there's so much amazing stuff in the world, and I don't know, dinosaurs and rockets really kind of turned me on as a badger, and we both got quite emotional, and she was definitely mopping the tears out of her eyes, telling me about witnessing some of this incredible world-changing technology firsthand. I'm really looking forward to doing the same thing.
It's a profound experience. I could yap at you about your science versus religion platform. It's a false dichotomy, but that's for another day. Stephen, I think it would, for the benefit of our community, using options as a defensive instrument, I think, is very appropriate for many investors because most don't think of options that way. And so perhaps in the coming day or two before the launch, maybe you could in the Jungle Lounge, tell us a little bit about your thinking and which strikes you picked and how you went about doing so. That will probably be of benefit to many folks. Mert, you didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing except the presentation of Badge's gift to Monkey, the Dirty Monkey peanut butter banana bottle of whiskey.
I'm surrounded by alcohol. Right, so Krzysztof, there is also another prediction on this slide. Let me talk us through this. So we both had like our M&A, our merger and acquisition fantasy, who might buy who, what exciting thing might happen. And I predicted that the US will stick two fingers up at Europe, and Tesla will initiate moves to acquire Lyft. And you predicted that Apple would acquire Spotify. So yeah, like a 1 out of 10. I don't think we need to take a drink for that one, because they were like wild ass predictions. They were kind of jokey predictions. But I think Gemini gave us correctly a 1 out of 10 for our failed predictions on that one. I will claim a small win for the US sticking two fingers up at Europe, because that's definitely happened.
I'm trying to go back. It's so weird. A year is a long time and a short time. But looking back in hindsight, it's like, what were we thinking? And now, obviously, the Tesla acquires Lyft. I don't think that's a bad prediction. I mean, anything to kind of, widen the network and whatever happens with Uber. And I mean, there's all these relationships forming, and it's such the stakes are so high. I don't blame you for that prediction. I think that's a decent prediction. Too bad it didn't work out. I have no idea. Spotify right now, I don't know. I think I sent a post somewhere or responded to someone. There's so much bad press around Spotify's ethics. It's been like cover story of many journalistic magazines about, one, how they're using AI and not paying artists and creating fake music and just so much stuff. I don't see how they don't eventually like get disrupted or some other thing. And that prediction, like that Apple would just engulf them, that still seems I don't know, not the worst thing. I don't feel foolish for making it. Obviously, it didn't happen. So, Dirty Monkey, here we go. It smells like pavement pizza.
Really? This is one of my gifts to you, Krzysztof. It's so ungracious. I'll take a shot of cologne.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah.
Let's move forwards. What's next? Oh, government spending, Doge. Oh, this was a fun prediction. So, let's wind our brains back to the start of 2025, and Musk and Trump were best buddies, and the Department of Government Efficiency was just kind of getting off the ground with these grand ideas. And so the prediction was, by the end of 2025, will Doge have demonstrably reduced federal spending, and if so, by how much? And I predicted no material impact, and Trump and Musk will have fallen out by the end of Q1. And Krzysztof predicted $52 billion cost saving, reversing the rising trend. Now, Krzysztof, let me talk to this one, because AI got it wrong. AI got it very, very wrong. AI thought the deficit had ballooned, and Luke won the bet and Krzysztof lost the bet. But no, actually, if you really dig into the numbers, that's not true. Actually, I don't know if it was because of Doge or because of, other stuff happening in the world, but the US have actually reduced their fiscal deficit year to date. It's down by, I think, the run rate is down 19% year over year. So, and mostly that's because, so like costs have moved a tiny bit. So maybe there's a tiny saving, but revenues, because, you know, like the government is just a company and, you know, Trump is like the CEO and I don't know who the chairman is. Maybe it's like all you voters. But you know, the revenue generated by the US is up 18% year to date. So that might be tariffs, it might be a bunch of other stuff, but the deficit actually has declined. So AI is wrong. I got it wrong. I am going to take a shot of whiskey for this one.
Oh, nice, Badge. Good commentary there. I'll add only that I think recently Musk also said, sort of, by the way, the government is unfixable. I don't understand. I mean, I do and I don't. So I think this is maybe the best argument for why anybody should have Bitcoin in their portfolio, because when you're dealing with like government finances and you could just add an extra zero to fix things or not fix things, or the president uses tariffs. Does he have the power to make the tariffs? Does he not? I mean, who knows? It's all such a banana republic in these ways that why not own an asset like Bitcoin, which can't be manipulated in such funny ways? So who knows about this? Who knows about this deficit?
Indeed. Mert is calling me out on the stream for having a terrible connection. I apologize. I did try and get Starlink. I left it too late. Yeah, I'm stuck with like my dubious fiber to the cabinet. So apologies. If you want to see me in like glorious Technicolor, you have to tune into the edit. Right, let's move it forwards. The Robotaxi reality check. Let me tell you what this prediction was about, and then Krzysztof, you can tell us what happened. We were talking about whether Austin would approve robotaxis in 2025.
Yes, this is weird because we predicted no fully unsupervised robotaxi service from Tesla, and yet here in Austin, ground zero for this stuff, there are now, there you go. I've seen them myself, driverless Tesla Robotaxis, far outnumbered, by the way, by the number of Waymos. For all y'all not in Austin, I now see maybe 25, 30 a day. I mean, the fleet is actually out. Often, I'm serious. Like, they're now kind of everywhere. So people, it's not even that, that shock where you first you're like, oh my God, that's already worn off on me. This is all inevitable. So my take is that we kind of got this right. Like, it's not the end of the year, and these cars, without anybody driving them, are on the streets in very visible quantities.
Like, you're seeing like a bunch every day of Teslas driving in Austin with nobody in either of the two front seats. Like, the car is literally...
No, to clarify, I see a bunch of Waymos. I've seen a handful of Teslas.
Right. Andrea says she was in Austin for 6 weeks in autumn this year, the fall, and half of her Ubers were Waymos. So there's like a ton of them on the streets. How many have you seen? Have you seen any driverless Teslas in Austin, Krzysztof?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've seen a handful.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
perfect, awesome. Stocks at all-time highs, right? Because of that tweet. Stocks at all-time highs.
And can I just say, before we rush off, I really think people are not appreciating the insanity of this. I mean, I swear to you, sometimes you just need to stop and just kind of breathe a little bit and realize, even 10 years ago, if you told people or 15 years ago, I don't know, like that there would be cars driving themselves, people would have thought you're insane. This is absolutely stunning accomplishment. And of course, it's only going to get better, right? As there's more of them and everything syncs up. But I'm still blown away. I'm still legitimately blown away that this is a reality. I don't care how small it is. It's mind-boggling when you think about the complexity of the problem.
For sure, yeah. We're, as far as I'm concerned, we're kind of behind. We're behind plan. I want my cars to be like autonomous and flying by now, but like I'm still enjoying where we are.
Yeah, you urged me to get the Tesla Robotaxi app, and I signed up and I did all that, but I have not yet had the experience. And right now, I'm just pulling it up on my phone, and I'm curious. Yeah, holy cow! Yeah, it's live for me. This is the Tesla, the Tesla Robo app, and right now I could go somewhere and order stuff. So I think I'll do this and maybe record a video of me going somewhere and post it. But yep, reality. So
Please do that.
Nuts.
We've got a question on the stream from Paul. Paul says, "Who's winning the race, Tesla versus Uber and Waymo?" You on the ground, monkey. Who's winning?
Honestly, right now it kind of feels like. Well, is it? Sorry, let me understand the question. Is it like in terms of company or just? Okay. Hey.
Let me. I'll help you the question. Right. So, you've got these cars.
No. It's I just go to complex places too fast. I think right now in this moment, I'd say Waymo and Uber are winning just because they're more everywhere.
Okay. Yes, I agree. I entirely agree. As a Uber and Waymo shareholder, actually, forget that. I'm a Tesla shareholder too, but I agree they're winning today. Yeah. Interesting debate on Twitter. Did you see Chamath a few days ago supporting like Musk with his decision to not have LiDAR, and then him being called out by some fairly like prominent names saying like, stop kissing ass?
No, I didn't see that.
It's interesting stuff. Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Side note, Rivian had a fascinating presentation maybe last week. They have a shop here. One of my best buddies has a Rivian truck, sold his Tesla for it, and they too are now going to design their own chips and do selfless driving. But that's maybe a detail to say this whole industry is now in blast off. The better question, maybe we do this for the predictions episode in January, Badge, but the next prediction is probably going to be, at what point will some inflection point happen where some number of cars are expected to be driverless and people just, I'm not saying 50%, right? More than half, but at some point it's going to be like, yeah, you expect the car to be driverless. I wonder when that will happen. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Andrea's gave us like a little anecdote on the live stream of singing to the top of her voice to her Spotify playlist in the back of a driverless Waymo, and she's like, I couldn't do that in an Uber. Yeah, you're right. Like at some point it will be socially like odd to have like a driver or another human being, a stranger in the car with you. Like, why would you want that? That's weird. Yeah.
Although in some ways that's also a little sad. I've had many wonderful conversations with human beings that, like especially locals, if you treat them as people and, you're like, hey, what's a cool place to go?
One of my most, it's like such a massive sidebar, but I didn't even see it next to the Christmas tree. It's a piano over there. And I've been trying to learn to play the piano for the last 4 years and I'm just woeful. But I took an Uber about like 2 years ago, I got chatting to the driver. Katrina and I were coming home from like a drunken night out in the West End, in the centre of London. And the guy was, he was moonlighting as an Uber driver, but he was one of Uganda's foremost organists. And we got chatting about, piano, because I can't remember how we got started in the conversation. Anyway, I dragged him into the house, and then I force-fed him cups of tea for like 2 hours, and he put on this massive concert in my front room, and it was just incredible. The guy had such skill at the piano. So you can't have like random life experiences like that if you've got like an autonomous driver.
Oh, Paul, the stories some cabbies have. This is a family-friendly show, so I'll refrain from going there. All right, onward.
Should we move the predictions forwards? Let's move the predictions forward. Right.
Let's move.
Okay, right. Let me remind you what this question was, Krzysztof, and you can tell us about it. The question was, what will be the most groundbreaking... Oh, no, hang on. Was it? Or was it the other one? Hang on a sec. Sorry. Yes, it was, sorry. The most groundbreaking technological invention or discovery of 2025. How will it impact society? And,
it seems like just looking at the score, I think AI has gone loopy bananas, at least on my side of the scorecard. You were talking about a drug being approved, but it didn't get there because drug approval takes way longer than you think. So
hang on, sorry. My prediction was an AI-designed drug will be commercialized. That was my prediction, right. And that's kind of thinking about like AlphaFold 2 and things like that.
Yeah, I think because of my biotech interests, I know that most of that is still faddish. Drug development just doesn't work that way. It's too complicated, and just because you have some data doesn't mean you have the infrastructure to make it, so to speak. So I kind of knew, if I could say that you'd be wrong on this or off, and I think you were. It's not prime time for that. And my stuff was about making the renewable bottle caps with Origin and the carbon capture stuff. And I really kind of stopped paying attention to that, to be honest, because both of these stocks crashed. So I was kind of mostly following because of the narrative behind the stocks, but they were very poor investments. And so I think maybe they're making progress. I imagine they're still making progress in that direction, but from the investor standpoint, that was a disaster as well. Note to everyone, right? Great stories, great companies, great inventions, you could have a great lot of everything. It still doesn't make it a good investment necessarily. I should actually do an update on both of these because they are quite interesting, but I would not give myself 9 bananas on this if we tie in the investment angle on it. So I kind of would score this. Well, I did better than you, so I don't know.
So let's both take a shot. We'll both take a shot. I'll hit the whiskey. Just for transparency, like my whiskey shots are now getting materially smaller. I am getting a bit worse for wear.
Okay. In my Dirty Monkey banana peanut butter shots are...
Can I get a check-in from Patreons? Has anyone seen him refill that glass? Is that the one he made like 2 hours ago? Is he still just like sipping at it? I'm gonna review the edit, Krzysztof. If you haven't refilled that glass at least 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah, I'm on my 9th glass right now.
Yeah. You are being recorded. Now, the next one, there's no slide.
Oh, Matt, who asked you, buddy?
Same glass, Matt says, same glass. He's babysitting. He's babysitting, Paul says. Yes, you're right. You're right, Andrew. Poor form. Yes. Catch up. Okay. I wasn't gonna go down the rabbit hole.
I'm double fisting. Jesus, have some mercy, people. Or but not people. No wonder you're a bunch of jungle animals.
Make yourself a drink while I talk about the prediction that AI missed in the because Like I asked, as Krzysztof did like a lot of work to make this beautiful deck that we're looking at on the YouTubes right now. And I said, oh, you're missing 2 slides. So he gave me 2 slides for the same prediction, but it wasn't for the actual other prediction. So, but no, stop, don't look at me, make a drink. Make yourself a drink while I talk about the one that AI made.
What, if you want me to make a third?
Fill up one of those glasses with alcohol, with new alcohol, not the same one you've just like kissing.
I just got to pick up the pace. Let me finish the dirty monkey, and then
this is chaotic.
Then yes,
this is the 11th prediction.
No, what?
It's a bit hardcore. Let me just sort of read out what I kind of remember here. So, what groundbreaking medical treatment will gain FDA approval in 2025, and how will it revolutionize patient care? So, I went for wider adoption of brain-computer interfaces, for example, in stroke rehabilitation. Krzysztof went with pomsemagrab. Do you remember what pomsemagrab is? Can you tell us what that is, or do you want me to?
You know, when I was looking at that, it's shocking that I didn't even remember.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we were making wild predictions. Okay, anyway, I'll tell you what AI said. Okay, I'll tell you what AI said.
Wait, bad.
No, go on.
That actually, when I was going through the deck, that concerned me because because I was like, at one point in 2025, I knew apparently a lot or enough about this particular drug, and now I don't. And I think the only reasonable explanation, well, there's one that I'm losing it already, but that'd be sad. But 2 is that we're so inundated with so much information. I mean, my God, that something has to get kicked out to make room for the new thing. So I was like, right? I'm like, okay, I thought highly of this drug back then. Like, what is it?
You did. Well, I know nothing about your drug. I do know a little bit about brain-computer interfaces, but your drug, Gemini tells me, it's now, so it was in phase 2 trials, it's now in phase 2B/phase 3 trials. So it's your prediction, even though you've completely forgotten about it, is moving forwards, but it's not like prime time. It's certainly not, being given to people who are not in the trial. So this is kind of, just like any drug. It's like on track. If you could remember what you were talking about, it's on track. What you said in January, but no material changes. I hope you're still making a drink while I read where we are with brain-computer interfaces. I think I'm not going to ask you to take a drink on this one, although you probably should because you've missed a few. But I think I did win this one. Like brain-computer interfaces. I'm going to come back to this in a bit because we've got a really good Patreon question I want to touch on. But they've made like Neuralink and a bunch of other companies have made material progress, and now, it might sound a bit trite, but like there's a whole bunch of people there's 13 individuals who now have a Neuralink in the back of their head, and they're now like playing video games like Civilization 6 and like World of Warcraft and Call of Duty. Or they're doing art, or they're designing houses. Like they actually suddenly have much more agency in the world. And so, if I was less drunk, this is definitely a topic that would make me feel a bit teary, like Andrea and her like space launches when we had lunch a few days ago. Like how amazing is it that we're now at the point where if you're essentially like paraplegic, you're like locked in to your body and you're very physically disabled, you can essentially control a computer with almost the same level of like fidelity as somebody who's got a keyboard and a mouse. Incredible. So what a step forward for the poor individuals in this situation. That's really, really, really good. So I think I win this prediction. But we're still such early days with both of these technologies. And you've forgotten about your one. I am keeping track of my one. But anyway, we'll check in with you, Krzysztof, in a moment. You do owe us a drink. I'll keep sipping away at my cocktail. We're coming to the end of the predictions. Go on.
I'm mixing. You were prompting me to go visit Neuralink, right? Because
Yes.
don't they have an office here in Austin?
No, they have their headquarters in Austin. Yes. Yeah, you absolutely
Okay.
should. Yeah.
Yeah, so I should find a way to do that.
You really should, yeah. I mean, it may not be Wall Street Wildlife. It might be your philosophy podcast that gets you in the door. But there's, I don't know if we talked about this before. Like, this is really like a comment to our Patreons are online, like Inside Track. I was in Austin in 2024 at the end of my ski season. The first time Krzysztof and I met face to face, and like my Twitter following is materially ahead of his own because I just like treat it like a fucking thing, and I really like work on trying to grow my following, whereas he's just busy like living the life, not living online. And so when I was flying out to the States, like a tech guy in Austin, Wise, the company like the Wise PLC, the bank, they messaged me and said, "Oh, we see you're coming to the States. Would you like to come and have a conversation with us?" So in March or April 2024, Krzysztof and I met for the first time. We had an amazing time in Austin. We went to meet a bunch of folk in Austin Wise headquarters, and they didn't want to talk to me. They only wanted to talk to him, motherfucker. They wanted an introduction to where'd you work? UT Austin, like University of Texas in Austin, and they were trying to like get their intern program off the ground. So I was feeling really like, yes, I'm in with Wise. No, I was just like a middleman so they can get to the person who's the real mover and shaker, who's my podcast co-host.
Yeah, real life adventures are cool. You never know what's going to happen when you show interest and show up somewhere and you tell people, "Hey, I'm really fascinated by what you're doing." They're like, "Yeah, come in, tell us." Yeah, it's really cool.
We'll come back to it at the back of the episode. We're going to do more of that in March 2026 in Vegas. You've made yourself a drink. Good, let's just.
By the way, this is okay. So this is my monkey's 9th drink of the night.
Yep. Nice.
So, and this one is a little dicey because it's banana strawberry yogurt juice. All right.
Okay, let's we're bringing the predictions. Oh, hang on, that's not going to do it. I am now drunk. I am now officially drunk. We're going to bring the
Okay,
predictions.
I have bad news, beasties.
What's the bad
This
news?
is undrinkable.
What have you made?
I was gonna maybe power through it, but when I was in the supermarket buying this, because they did not have banana condensed milk, I thought, well, maybe. No, turns out you can't mix bourbon and Amaro with yogurt. So, sorry.
Curdled? If it's curdled, you've done a very good job.
Oh my God, not good.
You told us earlier, like you're all over the world. There's a British drink called a brain hemorrhage, which is, from memory, it's like Bailey's, vodka, and Tabasco. That's right. And it curdles, like it just turns into like chunks of disgusting stuff. So maybe he's created some kind of reaction. Yes, okay, yeah. Chris says Bailey's and lime juice. Yeah, that does the same thing. Exactly. I think it's like acid and cream. I guess they're not friends. Is that a Jamie Oliver thing? Like these things are friends and certain things are not friends. Anyway, Christopher will be back shortly and he'll tell us whether his drink did curdle. While he's messing around and making his way back to the stream. So this prediction, if I can get my shit together, was about okay, you're back, right. So did your drink curdle? That was the question.
My drink, I'm not sure curdled. It exploded badly.
Okay, right. As long as I'm gonna say, as long as you drank it, you obviously didn't have to drink the really, really bad one, but you do still owe us a couple of drinks.
Oh,
Was it
kefir.
like it's 4:42 in Austin. It's like 20. It's 10:20 here. 10:40. Anyway, I'm pissed. let's bring the predictions to the end, to a close. Where's he gone? Where's he gone again? All right. So this is.
I'm gonna sorry Badge. I'm gonna because sorry that was just too rough. But I'm gonna go ahead and make me drink number 5 on your banana drink
Do it.
list, and this one has bourbon and the creme de banane and the nocino and the Angostura. So I think this one is gonna be legit since I don't have to involve yogurt and strawberries in it.
In the spirit of camaraderie, I'll take a shot of the creme de banane with you, just on its own.
Ooh,
Quite
a
nice.
shot, eh?
Yeah, why not? Right, get your
Hey,
shot
Mert,
ready.
Mert, are you in Turkey? Is that what memory serves? That you have a bar in Turkey? Oh, Badge, respond to Andrea's comment.
Andrea said, "Badger, you got some creme de banane. Nice effort." It wasn't a nice effort, Andrea. You were busy, wooing some other podcaster. You missed the beginning hour. Krzysztof sent me all the ingredients of the cocktail that we are both drinking together, plus the instructions to make it. So we've been like co-hosting around a glass. It's like that. This is definitely bringing back memories of being in Austin. There you go, yeah, creme de banane. Right, come on, Krzysztof. Let's like sharpen up and bring this shit together and like bring it
Hey,
home.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there,
There
but
are other topics to tackle.
okay, all right.
The final prediction where we inverted reality. So, this final prediction, the question was, which of the other animals, King of the Jungle Holdings, would be their best or worst performer? So I said, Krzysztof's best performer will be Chainlink, and his worst will be ASTS. Krzysztof said Luke's worst performer will be Palantir, and his best performer will be Mercado Libre. So AI has captured like half of the story very accurately, but I think the conclusion is correct. This is our -10 inversion of reality, drink everything on the table question. How bad are we that we thought, basically, the stock I thought you would own that would do the best did the worst of everything you own, and the thing I thought you would do the worst did the best, and pretty much the same the other way back to me. You thought Mercado Libre, you thought Palantir. Yeah, you got it wrong. Palantir blew the doors off again, and Mercado Libre has just been like fucking bumbling along and going nowhere because they're doing all this weird OPEX stuff and growing their credit portfolio. We are like anti-investors. I apologize to everybody listening to this. If you traded on the back of these predictions, you did very badly wrong.
Badge, I hear you, but I'm also reading Matt's comments, and I feel like he's challenging Monkey to a fight. Yes.
Can read Matt's colleague comment. I am shit-faced, you're right.
Oh my God. Where were we? Yeah, right. Like, okay. Yes, it's hindsight, man. Hindsight. That's the weird thing about the art of investing, isn't it? Like we had reasonable reasons for thinking what we did. And then reality has a way of humbling you.
Yeah. If you could do me a favor and tell me which of my current holdings is going to do the worst for next year, because I'd like to double down.
Oh, that's easy. That's no doubt Greg's sausages.
Well, okay. I am going to buy more Greg stock.
No, we're gonna save that for the prediction episode, but that's just obviously the thing that is the morally, ethically correct thing to say.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
it's probably there's probably some accounting fraud that you don't know about yet, based on how well they tend to their garbage cans.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think they were all of our predictions. Now, there should have been some sort of sum up score, but I think, how do we feel we did, Patreons? I feel like did we generate alpha? Is that a good question? Did we generate any alpha with our predictions for this year? Can't invest in brain computer stuff.
Massive alpha.
Stephen, thank you, Stephen. Very kind. Yes.
Oh my God, yes. It is, although, you know what that makes me think of is, I haven't checked the exact numbers in a while, but the, reverse Jim Cramer fund, you actually have to be that statistically off. You have to be doing something weird or right. You know what I'm saying? Because statistically, if it's all just a crapshoot, you would get half things right, half things wrong. But for a guy like him to get so many things mostly wrong means he's thinking in a way that is somehow right. You just have to reverse it. And I'm not saying that's what happened between me and you, Badge, but I'm saying it's not that we got things right or wrong. I think there's some other thing we could probably tap into and try to game theory maybe. Like, where is the alpha in something like predictions? And that's like half of it. And then the other half is for our next episode, what predictions should we make for next year?
Ooh, that's really good. Oh, I love that. Let's crowdsource the actual predictions. Yeah, that's very good.
Because the other thing is, in 2026, the world will be changing faster at a faster rate than ever before. So please keep that in mind, right? Like what happens in January or early January, we're like, yeah, driverless cars and this and that. And by next January, it's like, oh yeah, flying cars and autonomous sex robots. And did I say that out loud? The autonomous sex robots?
He's recently married. You might need an autonomous sex robot when you're like 20 years married, Krzysztof, but hey. Editors, leave that in.
Thank you, Andrea. And who's to say, by the way, that my that Mrs. Monkey wouldn't be as down for a sex robot as your humble narrator? Like lots of assumptions flying here.
Are you planning to dress up as a sex robot? Is that your plan?
That's right, Matt. DM me or ping me, and I'll send you my address.
Don't ask. If you're on the podcast only, do not ask. All right, I think we brought our predictions to a close. We made some investing resolutions, but they're not that interesting. We talked about them like a couple of episodes ago. Essentially, Krzysztof shouldn't sell EOS, and he sold. Did you sell any EOS?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
good. You correct. You should.
Well, I mean, this is coming from a man who's not selling any of his ISRG shares for pure, for the chutzpah of it. But yeah, no, I mean, I did, and that's just sometimes you got to when your stock is up 1,000-something%.
Good, correct, excellent work, Krzysztof. Excellent work. And I have my
these resolutions. I think we should save this for the January show.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I agree. All right. Let's close that screen share. Let's bring it back. Let me just remind myself where we are in the document that drives the show that Krzysztof never looks at year to year. Oh, you know what?
Oh no, I look at it. I just ignore it.
Yeah, we have some questions. Krzysztof. Now, we had a bunch of questions on the live stream. I'm going to curate, i.e. pick out one or two of questions that we got in advance, and I'm going to run these by you. and then we're going to give it like a 30-second answer max. So, are space-based data centers coming, and will they disrupt the TAM for regular data centers?
Badge, you go first.
I think this is actually a Stephen question. I think yes, absolutely, yeah. There was a lot of confusion and complexity around like heat dissipation, but I think like the opinions on X got swayed by non-science, and I think heat dissipation, from now I've gone down the rabbit hole, isn't a problem. And if you have like a bunch of laser linked satellites, like the space, like Starlink flatlights or like Block 2 ASTS, like you could almost argue we've got data centers in space already, because like there's stuff happening and there's processing. And yeah, I think they're here and they're coming, and they will disintermediate like ground-based data centers because energy is cheap, unarguably. So yeah, I like it. I definitely am a supporter of that.
And I think I was listening to some conversation with Jan recently going on about, the power of the sun, and maybe it was on Rogan. I do think the physics and the science of it are pretty clear. The sun is our nuclear furnace. It's that we know there's a way scientifically to get it done. It will happen, but the timeline is just going to be way later than we think. So I think we're in agreement. Next question. Are we in a leverage bubble? Like, is there too much leverage in markets, options, ETFs? My intuitive sense is yeah, but it's not the institutions that are going to necessarily. I mean, some might blow up, and we see this in crypto because of that liquidation and the way that's kind of more easily manipulated. But I do think some big things are going to blow up because of leverage. But the ones that have a healthy respect for risk appetite, they'll be fine. My concern is mostly for the retail Robinhood crowd that has not seen a massive drawdown that are going to get annihilated. And that's well, I don't want to predict, but 2026 might get ugly for some people. But yeah, generally, right? Yeah, too much leverage.
I love I've just noticed your double hatting. That's good. Beautiful. You've got the two hats. That's really good. Good job. But let me remind you.
See, and you know why this is happening? Because I've been drinking my drinks, unlike these accusations coming at me. I got two. I got one in this hand. I got one in this hand. I got one in my tail.
Remind us about the regional banks are going to blow up prediction, because you made that about a year ago. That was like a theme of the moment when you were like a big fan of Mr. Not Advice, that guy, the boss, and you were definitely down that rabbit hole of regional banks have too much exposure, like the debt on commercial real estate is gonna blow up that sector. Did that happen?
So as far as I could tell, it did not. This is why I actually think we should go slow. And this is kind of my thesis statement for Chainlink, basically, and DeFi. The fact that nothing blew up does not mean that there's not massive cockroaches and rot under the systemic, foundations. And the fact that these institutions have a lot of tools to hide and to fraud their way through until something is, really, really, really bad, the financial crisis. Because I lived through that as an investor, and as long as banks are black boxes that don't have to tell you what they own and what they, then in no way does the fact that nothing blew up mean everything's fine. So fingers crossed, I don't know. But the math, I don't know, Badge, you tell me. We know places like malls and post-COVID, they're emptier than ever. And you have these massive commercial buildings that are, logically, I don't know how they get out from this commercial debt.
Yeah, I don't know. I think intuitively, I feel like you're right that sector is in it had systemic issues post-COVID and it hasn't really recovered, but I don't know. There's like shenanigans will happen, right? Maybe that's what's going on here.
What will be the hot sectors of 2026? So this is a little bit prediction-y, but I think we're cool with that. Badge, you want to go first?
Yeah, like space, right? Space, of course, space. Like now we've got like 4 or 5 different international private companies putting shit into orbit. Like this is like building the railroads in the end of the 1800s and early 1900s. Like this is how we do the next thing, which was like, you know, becoming a Kardashev 1 civilization at some point soon, hopefully. And then we're on the map. So space.
I'm going to go with maybe a little bit of a dark horse, though I grit my teeth while I say this. Biotech, I think, is going to start coming out of its biotech winter, which has lasted about 4 years. And I think we're going to maybe start to see the AI advances met up with the actual manufacturing, commercial, and the making of the things start to finally sort of speed up or make some breakthrough that nobody was expecting. If I really want to go, you know, out of complete left field, and maybe it's my deepest hope and wish for humanity, is that something having to do with Alzheimer's gets cracked sooner than later. And right now it's in this like percolating stage. But the hot sector will be biotech, merger acquisitions and invention and FDA approvals and something in that world.
It's so uninvestable though, that sector. It's really tricky. I really like your idea from a science perspective and like the advancing humanity perspective. But as an investor, such a tricky, like you know, do not walk on lava kind of place to invest.
Yes and no, but I think it's similar principles as with all other investing. Avoid the overvalued stuff because that's hype. That's where you're going to get burned. But if I could speak to my King of the Jungle portfolio, now I hold 4 companies, but 2 are called like more biotech with Transmedics and Procepts, right? But the pure biotechs, Relay and Coherus, they were just so massively undervalued in terms of both their cash and their balance sheets and their the potential value of their chemicals that is investable. It's just that most people get caught up in the hype, and you really have to have a deep understanding of, I think, the science and the layout of the land. And this is a shout out to former 7 investing analyst Max, who I've always respected through and through as an analyst and as a sharp mind and the way he communicates. And so that he's my sort of connection with that world because I trust his research through and through, and because I have a deep understanding of this space myself. I was a bio major way back. It's like, as long as you have a guide that's willing to call the banana weirdness from, hey, here are the numbers, right? Then it is investable. It's just most people don't want to do the work.
Right. Yeah, agree.
All right. Next question is, this is a good one. This is non-investy. Favorite books, movies of the past year?
Yeah, first. I almost changed my answer last night. This is a Stephen question again. And I wrote my answers a few days ago and I nearly changed it yesterday. My favorite book hasn't changed. I've really made an effort to read this year. I know you, like, badgers can't read and I don't read. But I really enjoyed Fight Club, the book by, help me with this name, Chuck Palahniuk.
Hey, take another shot for that pronunciation.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I will. The book was really good. I love the movie. Obviously, the movie is like very famous. The book was the book was written in the 70s, maybe 80s, probably 80s, it's contemporary, maybe the 90s. But the movie was very faithful to the book, and just like gripping. It's a short read. It's a lot of fun. Do you want to tell me your book before I talk about my movie? My movie made me cry.
Yeah. What's the main difference from your perspective, the book versus the movie?
Oh, Fight Club. No, actually, they're pretty coherent. The ending is very different.
Okay.
And there's like a slightly different focus throughout the movie. But no, they're like, the movie is like pretty faithful to the book. But the book is well worth reading. If you enjoyed the movie, you will really enjoy the book. It's not like a Krzysztof thing where it's like you have to spend like a month of your life like committed to this tome. You can blast through it.
All right. I'm going to give two answers to this. I basically try to read a book a week. I've fallen a little bit off the pace because life got complicated, but I try to hit about 52 books a year, so have a lot to pick from. But in general, so this is kind of general message to anyone listening to this. I think anybody that hasn't read Nietzsche's philosophy, especially the gay science, when you're not a teenager. So if you've made it to adulthood and you have not read the gay science, I cannot urge something more on you than that. And read it really, really slowly. So I spent a lot of time with Nietzsche's philosophy this year. It's just mind-blowing, and it really does something to you. So especially as an adult. So that's number one. Number two, I guess something a little bit more, I don't know, fun, so to speak, although it's not really that much fun, is an absolutely beautiful book called Stoner by John Williams. And it was written some time ago. And it's the story of a middle-aged college professor in a podunk town, English professor. Kind of nothing happens besides this guy's life in this little town, in academia. But in that nothingness, you see everything. You see the highs and lows of expectations being met and disappointed, and marriages breaking apart, and weird shit happening in academia, and life and death, and all this stuff. And it's the most exquisitely subtle, delicate story of this nobody guy. And it really left a deep impression on me. So Stoner by John Williams and Gay Science by Friedrich Nietzsche.
Patreons, if you would like to submit your English literature PhD submission, like email it to monkey@wallstreetwildlife.com and he'll award you your doctorate. The other half of this question was favourite movie of the year. Do you want to go first on that?
Sure, that for me is a no-brainer because I could still feel it, and that's one battle after another. It's brilliant on so many levels, especially the way it puts its finger deep into what's happening in America now, and it's so imaginative, it's so fun. It's so funny, and it's tragic, and it's sad, and it's just, my God. I think I was like going off about this after I saw it. I'm like, Badge, you have to watch this. I think it's the movie of the decade. It's that good.
It's really good. I agree. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Tom, you're an idiot. Krzysztof was right. It's a seminal movie, but it wasn't close to my movie of the year, personally. Do you want to hear my movie of the year? My movie of the year was, I think I saw it this year because my buddy Albert said, oh, you should watch this. It was The Thinking Game, which is kind of the story of Demis Hassabis, who I said, I think a few episodes ago, this is like the guy I would like to spend like a dinner with or something, non-sexual time, just kind of engaging with as a human being. What an incredible thinker. And The Thinking Game is just an incredible film. If you enjoyed, what was that Go movie? The AlphaGo movie where yeah, and this is almost like it's like a sort of passively like a sequel, and it's just the story of DeepMind and his vision and how the company came to being acquired by DeepMind, acquired by Alphabet, but they ended up being winning the Nobel Prize for their AlphaFold 2 and like really understanding of biology. That I was literally on the sofa with like tears running down my face, just emotionally taken by this incredible story of science led by this British guy. So yeah, being a bit nationalist there, but I highly recommend that film.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch that. I was really moved by Go, that film you were talking about, the documentary. And also, if you've never read Maniac by Benjamin Labatut, which is about what happens when you have genius mathematicians trying to push the edges of computer science. And, this was around the Oppenheimer era where you have human beings playing with the fate of the world simply because they can in some ways. And it's pretty wild what, the edges we bring ourselves to. Thanks for the rec. One stock with the highest upside potential for the year. I think we should save that for the predictions episode.
I think so, yeah. I agree. We'll save that, yeah.
I have my answer, but let's save that.
I have a really bad answer, but yeah.
Say it again?
Oh no, don't worry. I've got a terrible answer for that question, but you're right.
The next question is drones. Why did Ondas catch monkey's eye? What was the broader set of companies in the sector evaluated? Most importantly, what is the most important thing that makes the Ondas thesis so compelling? Yeah, my answer, I think, really maps out to how I'm thinking now, which is this notion of there being an orchestration layer. So when I think of Chainlink, I'm thinking that this is the platform that's going to bring all the other things together, and the sum will be greater than the parts. That's exactly what I'm seeing in UiPath. That's the thesis there, that you have the robotic, agentic AI pieces in place, but the next step is that emergent, what's going to orchestrate it all. And so for Ondas, the moment I realized that what they're really building is not a drone company. Yes, they have a bunch of drones. They have a bunch of these mechanical, technical tools. But they also have this side company that has to do with radios and networks and upgrading the infrastructure of the US in trains. And then you add airports, and that they're trying to become a systems like a systems operational platform that basically all future nations will need to go to, because the moment you have a bad drone trying to interfere with your concert or rugby match or what have you, like it's going to be a serious thing. So system of systems, I believe, is what they have in their marketing material. That's what caught my eye.
Very good. Nice.
Matt, sorry, Badge, before you go on, Matt, please let us know what you think of One Battle after another after you watch it in our Watering Hole channel. Please and thank you.
This isn't a question. It's a really deep, interesting comment from Aaron on our Patreon. He said, should we create a toolbox and then recommend certain tools or websites or services to use? And he suggested, like, his list was pretty comprehensive. He said Quarter, Quartr, for listening to earnings calls. Bang on Aaron, like that's really, really good service. He said fiscal.ai for research, reports and graphs. 100%. We are huge fans at Wall Street Wildlife about fiscal.ai. Like we literally use it every day. I'm going to get our promo in quickly, because then like the guys will pay us a little bit of advertising revenue. They give 20 years of financial data they are the largest stock-specific segment and KPI data set. Like, it is really interesting, actually. Like, if you go look at fiscal.ai, they curate their own data, and they got metrics like how many Tesla Model 3s were produced, like in the last quarter, what's like Rocket Labs, Space Systems backlog. This is real information that you don't get from like all of these other websites. And fiscal.ai literally go out and they listen to the calls and they curate, they make their own data, and they add like a whole bunch of other really, really useful data. The free tier, just what are you doing if you don't use these tools? What are you doing if you're not using the free tier? Just use the free tier. But if you want to pay for it and you want to get like much more granular data, and you want to get that like segment data, which is different for every company, and it's so valuable, like check out fiscal.ai/wildlife. You'll be doing us a favor, but you'll be getting yourself like a handsome 15% discount right now. Like, go check out fiscal.ai/wildlife, go sign up, and you will just up your game. Those are incredible tools. What else did Aaron recommend? TradingView. I guess, like, do you want to say anything about TradingView? That's in your world, not mine.
Yeah, TradingView has become a really core pillar of what I look at each day. It's the, I think, premier tool for the technical side of things, but I've seen that it's also now where I keep my watch list updated, and that's kind of where it's kind of the map of my investing world, and it's an exquisitely designed tool. So just to keep track of watch lists and alerts, and it's quite integrated. I can't speak more highly of it.
Awesome. I got one or two more that I really, really love personally. I really like Portsido for just sort of tracking my portfolio, understanding my allocation, managing my trades, looking at the last year of things I've physically done in the portfolio and working out whether I've been smart or I've made bad decisions. Portsido is a really incredible tool. And if you want to keep it super simple, there's like I feel like such an idiot. I've been like emailing this company multiple times to say, can I help you promote yourselves? There's an app for a company called PeakSoft called My Stocks Portfolio. It's on, I think it's on Android. I'm on Android. It's on iOS as well. It's really good. Like, if you just want like I look at this thing like 2 or 3 times a day. I'm ashamed to admit, because I'm just like a stock investing addict. If you want like a snapshot view of where you are, where like what's happening today, and like if you want to look at a couple of simple metrics about your portfolio, My Stocks Portfolio is a really, really easy, nice, clean way to do it. We're not affiliated with them in any way. Like, My Stocks Portfolio people, if you hear this, I don't even want pro. I just want you to know that I really love your product. You've done a really good job. Anyway, there's a bunch of other tools out there, but if you're not using anything that we've just mentioned, you can probably up your game. So, think about how you're operating as an investor.
Okay, Badge. Oh, you froze a little bit. Okay, you're good now. I'm really itching to bring investing into the world of AI. So I think we'll be talking about a lot about that, like how investors can up their game in the coming year. So I think we'll return to this topic quite a lot. Andrea, definitely get the paid version of TradeView. It's too important a tool to skimp on a few bucks, I think. Just pay the cash, get all the usage out of it. I think maybe this is the way we close the show, Badge, is that as a gift to our subscribers, I've been having this renaissance moment of really upping my AI game. And I had some light bulbs go off, and based on those light bulbs, I made a PDF slide that I think is the most direct way to elevate where you used to be and how you used to think of AI versus where, call it the pros, how they think of it. And so I spent 2 full days making this slide deck. And so as a gift from us here at Wall Street Wildlife to y'all, I'm going to upload it and put the link on our Patreon so you could check it out. And if you take it seriously, I think you'll be shocked at what comes out the other end on your side.
We've got some big plans, right, Krzysztof? Like we've had some really interesting questions on the Patreon, and I think we've sort of skirted around the topic in the last couple of episodes about how do you use these tools, how do you use Fiscal.ai, how do you like manage your portfolio, what does it mean to like use portfolio, like emotional discipline. And so I think you and I were thinking about turning this into like a product, and it will be like open to all of our Patreons, and we want to like help you guys up your game, because look, frankly, between us, what we've got probably come out for 50 years experience between the two of us now as individual investors, and like we've sort of, I'm not like overselling stuff here. Editors, be sensible. But we've sort of worked out how to navigate the market turmoil, and it's not about like buy this stock and sell this company. It's about manage yourself more than anything else. And I think that's somewhat unique about what we do with our shtick here at Wall Street Wildlife. And we might be, 2.5 hours into like a heavy drinking session, and we're quite drunk, but like this is genuinely the most important things you can do as an investor are to keep control of your emotions, not get greedy, not be scared, and just find good companies. And so we've got some ideas that we're going to launch very soon around how to find incredible companies, and how to also, on Krzysztof's side, make short-term decisions and like find your right entry point, and maybe set certain limits and like find the right way to not get overexposed. So anyway, I'm rambling a bit because
Badge, no, that's great. That's great. Let me take it from there and say what we've learned over a lot of time in the market are, I would call, the fundamentals, the basics, the human stuff. And that's, you could see that in the laws of the jungle that we started with. And simultaneously, I've never felt this more profoundly than now. Individual investors are now as close to par to the tools available to them that were available to the major institutions than they've ever been. So that gap between you will never like be able to play the big boys game is now as tiny as it's ever been. And so with AI, with all kinds of like in real time data flow, you can, if you take the right steps, prepare yourself to exceed your wildest dreams in terms of your performance, as long as I think you don't look for shortcuts, but you go, you do the work, and you literally learn what Badger was saying. Don't get greedy. Don't use margin. Don't blah, blah, blah. I think we're about to enter a golden age for investing for the individual. And the way I actually kind of think of it is it's going to be like the institutions used to take the majority of the money, and maybe they will by volume because obviously they have billions or hundreds of billions. But the little guy, properly schooled, properly armed, is probably going to start taking bigger and bigger chunks out of the big capital bucket. So I couldn't be more excited to start thinking about, creating a process, a learning process, and the steps and principles. So look forward to that in 26. Hope we could get our acts together to put something together.
Now, before we bring it home today, and this is not just to our Patreons online, but to everybody, Krzysztof and I, inspired by our friends at the Dividend Talk podcast, we are planning to get together physically, like not just on the Zooms, in Las Vegas, I think on the 28th, Saturday the 28th of March 2026. So I'm flagging this ahead of time because, Krzysztof, before we close today's show, I have a quiz for you.
Oh, I have that. You know what? I have that book, but it's like in the third column on the bottom. And as you know, better than most, I don't have access to that. So whatever you're about to ask me, I ain't done my study, but hit me.
Well, look, he's caveating and like flapping and flopping. So Krzysztof portrays himself as an expert poker player, and he's certainly a master of the psychology of the game. But is he a master of the mathematics of the game? So the reason I raise this right now is we are going to get together. We are going to play poker, just the two of us, and in a gang, and with our Patreons in Las Vegas, Nevada, in March 2026. So if you fear that Krzysztof might take all your money, I'm about to show you how woeful his game of poker is. Are you ready?
This doesn't sound very, very promising for me.
No. I'm going to ask you one question. If you get this right, well, the quiz will end here and you'll be victorious. So I've literally flicked through this like Bible of tables and formulae. It's a pretty hardcore book. And I'm being transparent. This is a book that I'm well read in the world of poker. I'm well played, but this book was beyond me. So I tried to pick the most basic scenario.
Oh, great. I'm going to give Monkey the most obvious basic question. Watch him flounder.
But the thing is, I would have got this wrong too. So that I would have got this wrong too. I would have.
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay. My
this is
odds
like
are
the ABC question. If you're playing game theory optimal poker, and by the way, the book I'm waving around here on the live stream is Modern Poker Theory by Michael Acevedo. And it is considered, the algorithm is considered to be the thing. Anyway, Krzysztof, right, if you get this correct, Patreons, look at the EOS hat lighting up. Love it. Look how reactive it is. If you beat Krzysztof in this question, you must come to Vegas in March and you will kick his ass. Right, the questions do not get any simpler. Krzysztof, you are on the button in Texas Hold'em. You are the first to act. What is your strategy with the following hands? 8-5 offsuit. You're the first to act on the button. How should you play that hand?
Wait, I'm not trying to be difficult, but there's no context. There's no like.
Well, you're the first to act. You're the first to act. So there was a small line,
okay.
People folded. You're the first to start. You're on the button, so you're the last to act. You have 8-5 offsuit. How should you act?
Wait, hold on. I mean, it's obviously a trick question, so I'm trying to think.
It's not a trick question. This is like game theory optimal poker. Paolo says a monkey and his money will soon be parted. 8-5 off. It's garbage.
Right, but that's okay. I'm missing. I mean, the rational response is to fold, but without any other context of who else was doing what, I haven't.
You've got all the context. You've got all the context there. But he doesn't get the. Sorry, maybe everybody folded. Small blind, big blind. Fold. You're on the button. Fold. Like nobody's acted. Everybody's folded to you.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Everyone's folded to me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With 8-5. Oh, sure. Then bet triple blind.
Boom. Yes, correct. Yeah, 2.5 big blinds. 100%, baby. Correct. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you got it. You nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's all. Yeah, okay. All you doubters, Paolo. He wouldn't come through. He just had to understand.
Let me bring the nuance. With exactly the same situation, I'm going to bring the nuance of why you and I are dinosaurs in this game. So you went all, didn't do all. You bet like 2.5 big blinds with.
I said 3, but that's fine.
8-5 off. If your hand was 10-5 off, not 8-5 off, 10-5 off, which just as a reminder, can't make a straight. How would your actions change?
So let's say that's 4 less outs. So 4 out of 52. So percentage goes down. I'm ignoring all psychological play because I know nothing about the opponents or how the game has been unfolding. So with a 10-5 in that position, 10 is still a higher card than an 8, so that's better. So I don't know. I would go raise to 2 times the blind.
What proportion of the time? The question is what proportion of the time? Because you nailed it. 100% of the time you should raise 8-5 off. But now 10-5 off. How'd you play that?
70%.
Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. You've surprised me. Krzysztof. Maybe you have an innate instinct for modern poker theory. Correct answer was 45%. You should make a 2.5 times big blind raise, and the other 65%, 45, 30, 55%, you should call, never fold. Anyway.
Yeah, okay. All right, so baby, the lesson here is Vegas, y'all, if you're not buying your tickets like right now or as soon as we get off, then you're going to miss whatever the hell is going to unfold in the city of sin on March, what is it, 27th, 28th?
Yeah, that ballpark. Yeah, exactly.
And if I may, since I'm however 11 banana pants in the wind. Now, Matt, you hush your mouth. It really is really, really, really motivating is not quite the right word, but the idea that we're going to get together as a little baby mini community to share stories and sit next to each other, is like, it's just such a delightful thought. And we're going to make it happen.
Hang on, we're not just going to do that. We are going to drink all these things that are around both of us. I'm going to keep drinking them for a few days in a row and maybe shoot the shit and do some DD. Oh,
look at Matt trying to impress me with his math skills. Hey, Matt, you need an abacus for that?
One-on-one.
Jeff, actually, for our crew, I think we're sort of negotiating the hotels and what would be the best place to stay. If y'all have some suggestions, or if you want to do some research about where we should camp out as a group, then yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, Matt is my people, despite his pretenses. To the contrary.
I'm not going to read that one out.
Yeah. Oh man. So anyway, yeah, talk to us because we're doing this, for everyone. So where do we stay? March 27th, March 28th, Vegas. Badge. Cheers to you, buddy, for making 2025 absolutely wonderful year of being in this wacko world of investing, but also in the ways that our friendship continues to deepen. And you continue to be tolerant of me not reading the show notes ahead of time. Thank you for your patience.
Let me return the toast. Your patience with me literally berating you multiple times a day when your life is full of actual important things like teaching the next generation how to function in society. And here am I, like, just flapping around like a lunatic in the UK. Well done for being a functioning member of society and being a co-host of one of the world's top 10 best investing podcasts, Krzysztof.
Next year, top 5, baby. Top 5. We're gonna school the All In Pod at their own game. We're gonna set up, Andrea, if you're still with us, we're gonna set up the Wall Street Wildlife Conference at the same time as the All In Conference. That's right, baby. That's right. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We couldn't have done this without you. Cheers. Happy holidays to y'all. May Santa and his reindeer bring you everything that your heart wishes. Safety and goodness to all you and your family.
I know we're going to see it on the chat any moment now, but I'm going to say it to you, Krzysztof. Are you ready to become a beast of an investor? His journey started here.
A reminder that the people on this program may hold positions in the companies that are mentioned. Buying and selling stock carries financial risk, which could include loss of capital. The views in this program should not be taken as personalized advice. Before acting on any of the information provided, listeners are encouraged to consult a financial or tax professional.